In this video, I'm going to touch on gratitude. I want to try to help you understand holding the frequency. Okay, so we hear a lot about, manifestation, and you have to match the frequency of the potential so that that potential can find you, because what you want also wants you. And we talk about raising our vibrational frequency. Well, the difference between those two, first and foremost, is that your vibrational frequency is based on your emotional state. So higher vibrational frequency, joy, happiness, excitement, those kinds of things. Lower vibrational frequencies, shame, guilt, anger, sadness, those kinds of things. Okay, so that's your vibrational frequency. And then to match the frequency of the desired potential is through your actions. Your actions are what is essentially showing that frequency, who you are, so that it can find you. And it can collapse itself into form once you become aware of it, and you become aware of it through your beliefs. But the number one thing that you can do to essentially have that potential find you sooner, or to have the opportunity, because a potential always shows up as an opportunity. And if you're not aware of the vision or where you're trying to go, you're never going to see the opportunity, ever. You have to start acting as if now. And the number one thing you need to do and you need to cultivate is a sense of gratitude. Gratitude is how you hold the frequency. Being grateful for everything, recognizing that you are creating it all. You are the creator of your reality, and you need to be grateful for the fact that everything so far in your life you have created. You are not the victim, you are the creator. This is your story. And life is but a movie. It's one giant stage. That is the truth. You're always acting. You're always being a character. A lot of times, have you ever noticed when you're around certain people, and maybe it's just you and them, and then let's say their best friend comes around and they're just a little bit different? They're acting. They're falling in line with whoever is in front of them. That is not authenticity. That is acting. That is fake. And if you learn how to lean in to the perspicacity that will show you those things and trust that intuition, you'll be able to see it. I trust me. The next time you see that, look at them as an actor. But anyways, my rant with that's over. Let's get back on topic. This is about holding the frequency. Gratitude. Your car, right? Let's say you get a flat tire. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for that. And I know people may be like, oh, it's easy for you to say, I don't have money for a new tire, or I don't this, or I don't that. You don't know why the universe created that experience for you. Maybe you were going to get in your car and you were going to drive down the road, and down the road would have been the end of your existence because you would have gotten to an accident. You don't know. So be grateful for everything that's happening. And that gratitude is going to allow you to hold the frequency. When you can be grateful in every single event that's happening outside of you, for your external circumstances, regardless of what they are, that is creating I'm trying to think of a way to explain this, right? Imagine your aura, and imagine your aura being, I don't know if you can see this, but like when you're not in gratitude, right? It's like here, and that potential's trying to find you, and it can't really see it, right? Like you're a light being. And so when you're grateful for everything, you shine. I mean, you shine, and the potential is just like, hey, who are you in these moments? Because that's the key. You have to think, you have to feel, and you have to act as if already, and you have to be grateful. Meaning, you cannot wait for your abundance to feel grateful for the abundance that you so desire. You must be grateful now. Being grateful is knowing that the potential exists, knowing that you can think about it in your mind. And if you can think about it in your mind, it is because you are bringing that energy in from the potential. Think of Sigmund Freud, or not Sigmund Freud, think of Ford, the hell's his name? Ford. What? I don't remember his first name. But anyways, Ford, right? Who created the V8 motor? I always talk about this story. I read it in Think and Grow Rich, and it really clicked for me. The fact that the V8 motor did not exist, his engineers told him, they said, dude, this is impossible. The part we need to make this happen doesn't even exist. They didn't even know what part it was. They just knew that it was impossible to engineer the V8 engine. But Ford saw it in his mind, so he knew it is real. It exists as a potential, and it can be made manifest. He didn't give a shit. It took years for it to come to fruition, but it finally did. He fired multiple engineers, and finally one of them created the part, invented something that did not exist as a physical reality. And the V8 engine came to be because it is a potential. Everything is a potential. So if you can see it in your mind, be grateful that it is. That's the whole concept of knowing and being grateful that it already is. Once you can conceive it in your mind, once you can perceive of it, you got to feel how it feels. How does it feel? How does it feel to have the best body you've ever had if you're trying to do the fitness thing or watch your diet? How does it feel to have, for me, right? So I regrew my hair back. And I could see myself as that potential, and I knew it existed. And I had to do a lot of research and development. And it brought back something in me that once my hair actually regrew, I didn't feel any different. I was already grateful because I knew it was a possibility. I knew that because I could close my eyes and I could see it and I could feel it. And I'm like, man, how do I look? How do I feel? How do I interact with the camera when I'm on camera? Back then, I never would have taken my hat off. And that was vulnerable for me. But now my hair is thick, it's luscious, it's curly, and I love that, and I'm grateful. And I just continue to take aligned action towards what it is I wanted to become. You know, my hair is like a peacock's feathers, man. That's for every man. I don't care what any man says. Our hair is our identity, okay? And it just, gratitude. Gratitude for the knowing. Gratitude for the knowing. And then hold the gratitude. Just know that when you're on your way, things are going to happen because they're just happening. You don't know why they're happening, but the events are going to take place, and you're going to have a choice. You're going to have a choice, and you're either going to react from the old familiar self, or you're going to react from a place of gratitude and knowing, look, I know where I'm headed, and I know the actions that I'm taking, I know the thoughts that I'm having, and I know the feelings that come with that. Now, it's not to say you can't feel sad and you can't feel upset and all those things. I'm not saying, just like hold this steady state of gratitude, though very, very often I'm not out of gratitude for a long time. I do feel sad sometimes, and I do feel angry sometimes, but those thoughts no longer slip past my awareness. And I'm like, nope, you know what? I don't know why this is happening, but it's happening. And so, thank you, universe. Just that tiny little shift, it raises your vibrational frequency in a way that is unfathomable. And I can't, it's the reason I show up and make these videos, is because I've practiced these things in my life. What you're getting from me is not from the books that you read or the universities that you'll attend. This is from life experience, beliefs, the mind, neuroplasticity, quantum physics. It's all connected. All of it is connected. You are energy. You are soul. You are a soul in this physical body. This physical body will cease to exist one day, and your energy will be transformed. And the longer you can hold on to being grateful that the universe is serving you exactly what you need to become something new. Because you have to become something new in order to obtain the reality that you want. There is a journey from here to there. You don't have it right now because you're not thinking the right way, you're not feeling the right way, and you're not acting the right way. Gratitude. Gratitude for everything. And then if you want to cherry on top of that, be as authentic as you can. No longer be afraid of your light. Shine. Shine. And forget about what people think. Know that if you understand the vision, if you can see it in your mind, and you know where you want to go, the reason that that is so important is because things are going to happen, and you're not going to know why they're happening, but you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process. Oh, excuse me. You have to trust the process, and you have to know that it's happening for your highest good. And when you can do that, and when you can make that mindset shift, you'll hold gratitude. And the frequency of gratitude is essentially letting the infinite potential know, hey, I'm over here. Gratitude for all of it. Because where you're going, things are going to happen. You're going to have to be tested. You're going to have to be tried. You're going to have to go through suffering. You're going to have to go through a sense of metamorphosis. And a whole old version of you needs to die to have the things that you want. And the thing is that it's always going to be found in the things that make you uncomfortable, in the things that you don't want to do, and being grateful no matter what. You know, our brain is a giant computer. And the one thing that gets stronger in doing the things we don't want to do, which help us align the actions with who we're trying to become, is the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. A lot of studies being done on it now. It's the thing that's processing almost like the will to live. But all of the brain compartments that are processing information, it's taking it in from the seen and unseen. When I talk about the brain and neuroscience and those kinds of things, that's everything to deal with the physical. But you have to understand that there is a metaphysical too. There is something that is beyond what we can see that we have to trust. That is where believing without seeing comes into play. And so now I'm going to try and end this video because I know it's kind of a little all over the place, but a little recap. Hold on to gratitude as long as you can while you're in the process. And stop stressing as long as you know where you're going. And as long as you can look at the end of the night at your actions for the day. You should be doing a life review every day at the end of the night and saying, hey, did I act like the person who has the reality I want? And if you don't know how that person would act, then the universe is just going to keep shooting things at you, and it's hard to be grateful because you don't realize you're on the path. But when you're on the path to becoming and you know that, then holding gratitude is easy because you're like, hey, I know where I'm headed. I see the vision. I get it. And then things will start happening and you'll be like, whoa, and it'll lead you to this opportunity or that opportunity. And then opportunities will come and you'll say, nope, that's actually not the opportunity for me because that's not where I'm headed. And then when you can mitigate that, universe goes, okay, well, that's not it. And it starts getting closer and closer to what it really truly is that you want. I hope you always find value in my videos because that's why I'm here. I'm here to share the wisdom, share the knowledge, and help others awaken because that's where we are. That's what's happening on Earth right now. We are evolving into a new Earth. Fear is not allowed there. It is love for all that is and the true understanding that we are all one. I appreciate you being here. Now remember, hold on to gratitude. And if you want to take it one more step closer, further, not closer, comment, I am grateful for. Whatever it is, take a moment. Because that's action, right? That's you taking the actual action, which is energy in motion, and saying to the universe, I'm grateful. And not only that, but you're also helping me by letting the algorithm know that you are interested in this kind of content and that the content here is going to help you. And it is going to help you. If you actually take the time to write out, I am grateful for whatever it is, that is you taking action on feeling the energy of being grateful. And then you're taking that energy from the emotion of gratefulness and putting it into action. all while serving other, and that's a big statement to the universe. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you being here.